Joining us now with more on the Russian threat of invasion, Chief Rabbi of Kyiv in Ukraine, Rabbi Jonathan Benjamin Markovitch. Rabbi, thanks so much for joining us. What are the feelings on the ground right now in your community?
First of all, good afternoon to you and all of the Israeli people and the Israeli that in Israel and not just in Israel. We have a difficult situation here. It's not simple. It's a problematic situation, but we are strong and we are together, and we think that everything will be okay.
Have you had?
We are here.
So have you had any contact with government officials, Ukrainian, Israeli, or otherwise?
Yes, of course, with the Israeli and the Ukraine, of course, and even the American government and the American embassy here in Ukraine.
What are they advising you to do, or what sort of preparations are you working with them on?
Of course, I understand the Israeli government asked us to go to Israel back, and not just us, all of the Israeli citizens. The American embassy asked all the American citizens to go back to the States. And the Ukraine government asked all of the Jewish, or not just Jewish, people to stay in Ukraine, not to be frightened, not to afraid, to stay here.
So, speaking of the Jewish population, I understand that there's some 200,000 Jewish Ukrainians who live in the States and may or may not have a dual citizenship elsewhere. They've been advised, as you said, by Israel to look into expedited immigration, or aliyah, and now you see as you said, the Ukrainian government asking Ukrainian Jews to stay. What's the popular opinion in your congregation, in your community? Are the Jews of Ukraine, frightful to stay and willing to do so anyway, or are they looking to escape?
Most of the Jewish population will stay in Ukraine and those places that they live now. Of course, the Israeli or the other people that have another passport, few of them, or even more than few of them, will go back to other countries, to the same countries that they came from there. But most of the Jewish population will stay here, and they are here. They stay here until now.
So what other preparations maybe have been taken or are underway ahead of the potential conflict? Have you anywhere to evacuate to? Do you have safe houses set up or places to go if the conflict reaches Kyiv?
Yes, of course. We make few safe houses. We make in every city that there are Jewish community, the local rabbi have safe house. We bought a lot of products, dry products like sugar, rice, flour, oils, everything that we can send to those people that cannot afford themselves to buy a lot of products, or to buy products that they can live a few weeks. And we have in the synagogues safe house. We bought a few tons of products and water and even place to sleep. We have a place that few hundred people can come and be in the synagogue, and in every city, almost every city in Ukraine. And those people that cannot afford themselves or cannot go out from Ukraine, because we have a lot of different solutions to those people that are staying. I understand it's better to live. Maybe it's better to live, but we are not living, we are staying. We are Lubavitch rabbis. This is doing what Lubavitch Rebbe told us to do.
All right. Rabbi, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we're all praying for your safety and for everyone else's safety in Ukraine, and that war will not occur. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
ILTV Plus, your news from Israel and more 24/7. Start your free trial today. Subscribe at iltv.tv and watch from any device.